Chapter 1. Something New. On your first-class flight on the tarmac in Austin, preparing to fly to Greece for your best friend's wedding. As you fidget nervously in your aisle seat, you check your reflection on the screen of your phone. Choose your body type. Male or female. Nice bod. 1, 2, 3, 4. Giving 1 a try. Moscow Mule. Alright, this will be a first. I normally don't go for the blonde, but why not? Try something new every day. Great, I love it. Lennox. Belle. I can't believe I'm going solo to Lucia's wedding. I promised her I'd bring someone. You did fully intend to bring someone to your besties for a week-long wedding extravaganza, but... was dumping my date in the airport too impulsive? Shift nervously in your seat. Flying was never been your favorite thing, and you'd hoped you wouldn't have to face this alone. All I can hope now is that no one will be in the seat next to me. But there's a shuffle of footsteps and someone clears their throat. You glance up to see... Oh my god, who is that? +1 is a single love interest book. No surprise. Who do you see? A man. Alright, options. Number 1, 2, 3, and then female options. I'll show you the female options just in case you're curious. We have 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, but it looks like I gotta squeeze by you. Oh, sorry. Let me just... You rise your feet, scooting out into the aisle to give the stranger space to sit next to you. Suddenly, oof. You lose your balance, nearly falling over before the stranger steadies you. Easy now. We can't have you throwing yourself at me before the plane takes off. The stranger anchors you against his chest, pressing close as he squeezes by you into the window seat. You feel the bulge of his pecs against your torso as your bodies crush against each other's. On second thought, maybe having a neighbor won't be such a bad thing. Settle back in your seat as the neighbor buckles himself in. He shoots you a crooked smile. We're in for a long flight. Might as well get to know each other. You can call me DJ. And who do I have the pleasure of sitting next to? I'm Lennox, and I should warn you, DJ. I'm really chatty. I won't take it personal if you just put your earbuds in and tune me out. He laughs huskily, his dark eyes smoldering. Please, as if I'd ever ignore a gorgeous thing like you. You may regret those words after hour 3 of our flight. You share a heated look with him and finding yourself leaning unconsciously closer to him when... We're off for cleared for takeoff. The current weather in Greece is sunny, with a chance of... Stomach plummets, nerves overtaking you as the pilot drones on about your beautiful destination. DJ touches your knee gently. You're safe, Lennox. Just look at me during takeoff. You lock gazes with him, feeling your body flush with heat, even as the plane begins rumbling down the runway. How is this working? I'm too focused on the guy to worry about the flight. Your stomach does a flip as the plane takes off, but you get the feeling it has more to do with DJ than the flight itself. Once you're safely off the tarmac, DJ gives your knee a squeeze, making your body pulse with warmth. Atta girl. This wasn't so bad, was it? What are you, some kind of therapist? Next, you should do something about my debilitating self-esteem issues. DJ goes quiet. You were half joking, but you wince as you wonder if your self-efficating jokes made things awkward. I'm finding it hard to believe a smoke show like yourself has self-esteem issues. That's nice to hear after the weekend I've had. Full disclosure, I'm not feeling amazing about myself today. Fortunately, I can spot at least 3 things I like about you already. Maybe I can help. You feel giddy and flushed from his easy, forward praise, and you just took off. You're already smitten with him. Maybe a first-class fling is exactly what I need to get over my breakup. So, mysterious Lennox, what are your plans in Greece? My best friend's wedding. I'm part of her bridal party, so I have to be there. Even if I do find myself without a date at the last second. Yikes. How the hell did that happen? Shut your eyes and lean back in your seat as you tell DJ the whole embarrassing story. So, here's what happened. About 30 minutes before your flight, you were in your airport with your boyfriend, Alex. Oh, it took forever to check your bag. This is why I'm always telling you to pack light. I managed to fit everything I need in a carry-on, and you're always overpacking and overthinking. You were fidgeting, partially from nerves and partially because Alex was yet again telling you what you could have done better. Oh, Lennox, are you even listening to me? I swear you never take any of my advice to heart. What does it matter now, Alex? We got to the gate on time. You could be less critical of me. It feels like no matter what I do, you'll always find some reason to nitpick. That's not true. I just think you could be just sensitive sometimes. Lennox, I love you, but you have to admit, you can be kind of scatterbrained. Sorry, you what? A tense silence fell. This was the first time either of you had dropped the L word. Okay, well, I was promised to wait till the wedding, but screw it. I love you, Lennox. In fact, when we get back from Greece, I was hoping you'd move in with me. Let me take care of you. Time stood still for you in that moment. You and Alex had only been together a few months. There's no way he really loves me, is there? So she dropped a guy because he said he loved her. Okay. Lennox, don't you have anything to say? You open your mouth to say things are moving too fast, but what comes out instead was, I think we should break up. Yep, I'm already hating our MC. I just told you I love you and you're breaking up with me? Alex, I'm not ready to settle down. Moving in with someone is a big step, and I like my freedom. I'm sorry. You're sorry? Don't worry, everyone. Lennox is sorry. At this point, Alex was making a scene. You sank lower in your seat as he stood up, snatching his carry-on. Fine. Enjoy Greece without me and have fun explaining to Lucia why you showed up single. Yeah, I can't wait to have everyone know that story. And that, my friend, is how I ended up dateless. Now's the part where you tell me I blew things out of proportion. Why the hell would I do that? You were honest. You were just not ready for commitment. What? That doesn't make you a bad person or even partner. Okay. Thank you. Honestly, I'd be perfectly fine with a casual relationship. Casual can be a lot of fun. DJ winks at you as he says it. You smile, feeling giddy once again. You're starting to like sitting by him. He might be the best in-flight entertainment I've ever had. For the next few minutes, you and DJ talk non-stop. At this point, you're bantering like old friends. Yet for some reason, DJ seems to only want to talk about you. You still feel like you barely know him. I can't believe we're going to the same island. I thought you'd be hitting one of the big cities. This is a pretty wild coincidence, isn't it? You press your lips. He's still not giving you much to work with, is he? Are you traveling for business or for pleasure? He hesitates for a moment, as if he's choosing his words carefully. A mix of both, I guess, but I'm most excited to scout a new band for my record label. You're a music producer? That must be really glamorous. Not as much as you think. My label's a small indie, but we've got a lot of amazing talent on the horizon. His passion, enthusiasm is infectious, and you find yourself hanging on his every word. It's great that you found something you're passionate about. I hope I can find that someday. Come on, there's gotta be something you really want. I guess I want I think we all want this, to learn to love myself. I don't know if you could tell, but I have a bad habit of putting myself down. Ideally, I want to get to a place where I'm really happy with myself just the way I am. I think that's a great goal, and one too many people overlook. I guess I do have certain goals, but it doesn't make me less envious of your job. If you're really that interested, you could join me at the show. Play hooky from the wedding duty. I'd love to, but I really need to be on my best behavior this week. I'm celebrating my best friend. She's honestly the kindest, most generous person I know, and I would hate to miss out on anything important, especially since she's always been there for me. You showcase the sapphire pendant Lucia gave you as a graduation present. In the years since she gave this to me, I've taken it everywhere I go. We must have an unshakable bond. If your bond is so unshakable, why can't she spare you for an evening? You hesitate. This is part of that always makes people judge you. My role in the wedding party is complicated. Lucy's future husband is my ex, Shannon. Something passes over DJ's expression. Surprise, judgment, you can't tell. Don't get me wrong, I'm the one who broke up with Shane, but and I don't have feelings for him anymore. Can he say the same about you? Trust me, I couldn't compete with Lucia for Shannon's heart, even if I wanted to. But he's a big shot, finance professional. Lucia runs her own gallery in New York. They're perfect for each other. Meanwhile, If you're about to put yourself down again, don't. You talk too much about what you can't do. You blink surprised. You're not used to someone defending you against yourself. I was just gonna say I'm not Shannon's type. That's not a bad thing, though sometimes I wonder how the hell we got together in the first place. You should have seen him try to explain the stock market to me. We're like oil and water. DJ shakes his head, fixing you with an intense stare. Fair enough, but I still think you're selling yourself short, Lennox. Either you're overly humble, or not enough people have told you how great you are. You meet his gaze, feeling flushed at his intense assessment of you. You've known me less than a day. And I'm a good judge of character, and I can tell you have a hidden depths you're not owning up to. Hidden depths? If that's a pickup line, well, then it's obviously working. I mean, it's written all over your face. He's not wrong. You don't know if it's the altitude making you dizzy, but you feel electrified when he leans in close. I'm sure there's a lot of things you're amazing at, Lennox. He's so shameless, but it can't hurt to indulge a sexy stranger a little, can it? Maybe you're right. I do have some finer qualities. For instance, I'm a smart mouth, very flexible, good with my hands. A smart mouth. I'm not talking about my attitude. Something tells me you're the type who can tie a cherry stem with her tongue. Oh, my tongue can do a lot more than that. He grins wickedly, eye smoldering as he leans in close, his lips almost brushing your ear. If you're gonna make a claim like that, I think I'm gonna need some proof. I'm sure we can figure something out. You shiver, your breath catching in your throat. You're about to close the distance between you and DJ when the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You can now free to walk around the cabin. You know, I hear the first-class bathrooms are pretty cushy if you want to see for ourselves. I promised myself I would stop being so impulsive, but it is a long flight. Easing the tension with the gorgeous guy can be that bad an idea. For you guys and girls who are watching this, we're going to go as far as reasonably before, YouTube will cut us off. You take DJ's challenging stare, slowly rise to your feet, giving him ample opportunity to check you out. If you'll excuse me, I need to go freshen up. Your nerves are buzzing as you walk down the aisle towards the first-class washroom. You can feel his gaze on you. That's right, DJ, watch my ass as I walk away. You quietly shut the door behind you and scoot as far into the bathroom as you can. It's definitely cushy, but it's so tiny there's no way we'll both fit in here. You startle at the sound of the doorknob rattling, holding your breath until... Knock, knock. You hastily open the door and press against the far wall as DJ slides into the washroom alongside you. You're crammed into the small space, his ass presses against you as he reaches to unlock the door behind him. Well, a first-class bathroom is still an airplane bathroom. Slides his hands down your sides and rests them on your hips, pulling you close. I'm okay with a little close-quarters fun, if you are. I'm ready, just kiss me already. You never know when the flight attendants will come knocking. The husky laugh, he pins you against the wall, slots his thigh between your legs, making you gasp. Good point, let's make this quick. In an instant, his lips are on yours, and you groan quietly at the intensity of the kiss. His lips are soft, his tongue tastes tangy as it slides against your own, like a whiskey sour. You grip his shirt in your fist, dragging him closer as you press into the kiss. His pecs press hard against your chest, and you feel yourself getting dizzy as he rocks his thigh between your legs. Feel like the luckiest guy on Earth right now. Here's where I point out we're not technically on Earth. Your breath hitches when he pulls your chain aside and drops a love bite to the crook of your neck. DJ soothes the bite by flickering his tongue over the budding bruise he left behind. I'm trying to flatter you, smartass. I could have been seated next to anyone. Presses his thigh more insistently against your arousal. You bite your lip to keep from moaning. But I'm lucky enough to have met someone as sexy as you. DJ captures your mouth in another heated kiss. His tongue teases yours, making your imagination wander. He's into biting. Two can play that game. You kiss a trail from DJ's lips to his jaw, then down the side of his neck. His stubble pleasantly scrapes your lips, and the scent of his cologne makes your head spin. You brush your lips gently over the beat of his pulse, then plant a kiss there with a plenty of teeth. Lennox, you slide your hand up the column of his throat, keeping his neck steady as you suck a hickey on his skin. He grinds almost instinctively against you. Your desire pools when you feel his stiffness. Not that it isn't a competition, but I definitely think I gained the upper hand. Your victory is short-lived. He seizes you by the jaw and all but drags your face back to his. You instinctively lean in to kiss him and groan in frustration when he jerks his head back, smirking. You've got a hell of a naughty streak, don't you? His free hand wanders down your torso, toying with the waistband of your skirt. You stifle your moans as best as you can. Lucky for you, I intend to reward misbehavior. This hand can go anywhere you want it to. You shiver when his fingertips dip under the hem of your shirt, tickling your bare stomach. You take DJ by the wrist and guide his hand around your hips to your ass. He smirks, his eyes darkening. What? I'm about to sit for hours. You half laugh, half groan when he surprises you with a playful slap to the butt. He cups your ass and squeezes. Right, so you want me to fondle your ass for practical reasons. I'm just saying, I need to prep my glutes for a long flight. He cuts you off with a kiss. You groan when he grinds against you, all while squeezing and kneading your ass. Baby, let's be real. This thing between us is all pleasure, no business. You roll your eyes a little at his teasing, but you kiss him eagerly. Your pulse racing. Arousal builds in you. Still, you can't deny the nagging anxiety that tells you you're about to get caught. Wait. His hands immediately go still. He breaks his kiss to give you a curious look. I don't want to stop, but haven't we already been in here too long? You go quiet and still at the clank of a beverage cart just outside the bathroom door. DJ practically growls in frustration. I usually wanted to skip the foreplay, but maybe it would have been smart in this case. Trust me, foreplay is very much appreciated. I just wish we had more time. And what would you want me to do to you? If we had more time, that is. His directness never ceases to fluster you. You consider his question as he drops languid kisses to your neck. I want you to pin me. If we weren't so cramped in here, I'd want you to push me to the floor and take me. Groans and captures your lips in a deep, needy kiss. Forget the floor. If I'm pinning it down, it's going to be on a king-size bed. You moan quietly as his lips travel to your earlobe and shiver when he murmurs in your ear. If I thought you deserved less than the best, then I'd make you scream my name right here and now. Maddeningly, DJ seems to scrape his senses together long enough to put some distance between you. You both smooth down your hair, fix your shirts as you take in each other's flushed, disheveled appearances. So what's the verdict? Did this little tryst qualify me for the Mile High Club? Oh, for the love of... He chuckles, kisses your cheek, surprisingly tender. Tell me what. Why don't we meet back up in Greasy Land and experience each other in full talents? You shiver when he kisses you again, more fiercely on the lips. And we can swipe our Mile High memberships on the way back. You laugh, but the prospect of sneaking away to hook up with DJ once you're in Greece makes your nerves buzz pleasantly. You almost join the club, yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that, you know? Lucky for you, I'm a man of my word. It's a harrowing escape, making it back to your seats, but you and DJ manage to avoid suspicion. You're breathless when you slide in your seat, but grow nervous when DJ gives you a puzzled look. Lennox, I have to be honest, but there's something I don't get about you. I really hoped messing around in the bathroom would deflect from my disaster of a life. I'm serious. You're cute, funny, sexy. If you wanted a wedding date, you could get one. That's easier said than done. It's not a wedding date. We'll just fall into my lap. That's when it hits you. Either the most brilliant idea you've ever had or the dumbest one. DJ, what if you were my date for the wedding? Oh, Lennox, I don't know if... Just hear me out. She already is budgeting for a +1, so cost isn't an issue. She doesn't know anything about the guy I was dating, even his name. I could be easily you. We're dating now? This is moving a little fast. Oh, the irony. You put a hand on DJ's knee and give him a pleading look. It won't be for real, and it would just be for a week. Plus, you'd get an all-free inclusive vacation. Rooms paid for, so's the food, booze, lots of booze. And all you'd have to do is pretend to be my boyfriend for a week. Trust me, I have no trouble pretending to be head over heels for you, but are you sure you're willing to lie to your friend like that? It'd be a harmless lie. After the wedding, I'll make up some story about how it just didn't work out. You and I can go our separate ways. Lucia has known our relationship was fake. And you do that, why? To save face after being dumped? Look, the reason I broke up with Shannon in the first place is because I wasn't good enough for him. He scowls, his eyebrows twitching in irritation. Despite yourself, you go on. But both Shannon and Lucy are worried I'm gonna die alone or something. If I could just set their minds at ease, I'll do it. You seriously? Thank you. You throw your arms around DJ's shoulders. A couple nearby passengers shoot you with dirty looks, but you don't care. Oh, 'cause a hug. Maybe they should hug one another. I'll do it under one condition. I like you, Lennox, but I think we could be great friends, but I don't do relationships. Spare me the promises. You won't fall in love with me speech. I told you. I'm not ready for commitment either. A slow smile of relief spreads across his face. He offers you his hand to shake to seal the deal. Then for next week, I promise to be the best fake boyfriend you could ask for. I mean, we were already kissing in the bathroom, so you take his hand, pull him close as you kiss him on the cheek. I promise not to fall in love with him, but that doesn't mean I can't have a little fun. DJ startles you by turning his face before you can kiss his cheek, catching your lips instead. You stifle a small moan as he kisses you deeply, swiping his tongue teasingly along your lower lip. Rule number 1 of being my girlfriend, you'll have to be faster than that if you want to tease me. Playfully shove him away, but you can't fight the heat that's building inside of you. He may be a fake boyfriend, but that doesn't mean we can't have some real fun. "11 hours, 1 layover, and a charter plane later. You and DJ finally arrive in Greece. You step into a private car DJ hired in advance. Soon you're on your way to the resort. I can't believe it. I'm really in Greece. You're awestruck by the gorgeous coastline, stunning architecture, but your excitement quickly turns to nerves. What was I thinking, asking DJ to be my boyfriend? I can't pull this off. You feel a hand warm on yours and look sideways to see DJ's fingertips brushing against your own. It's only for a week, Lennox. We can do this. You smile tightly, but wince when you get a glimpse of a reflection of the rear view mirror. Why didn't I change on the plane? The welcome party starts soon. I need to look good for Lucia's big day. Here's where I remind you that it isn't her big day yet. I know, but her family's been planning her wedding for years. If I bring the aesthetic down, her horrible mom is gonna freak out on me. DJ sets his mouth in a thin line, then taps the headrest of the passenger seat and leans forward. You're stunned when he has a full conversation with the driver in what you assume to be flawless Greek. What are you doing? He winks at you as the driver changes course, taking a detour off the main road. It's not my first time in Greece, and since you're obviously in a crisis... He trails off, taking out his phone to send a rapid-fire text. Minutes later, you find yourself in town. DJ, what? Trust me. He puts his hand on the small of your back and steers you to a boutique. The shop looks closed, but the door's open anyway. It's about time you brought your pretty face back here. The beaming shop owner embraces DJ like he's her long-lost brother, then turns to you warmly. And you must be the woman who finally charmed our darling DJ. She winks conspiratorially at DJ, who grimaces. You make a mental note to ask DJ about his real name. Mamara, I don't usually open my shop today, but DJ said it's an emergency. As she fusses over you, she leads you into all but shoves you down a plush seat in her boutique. Well, it's an important day for my best friend. She's getting married, and... Aha! Spotter Samara literally throws a garment bag in your lap, then drags you to your feet. Go on, try it. You haven't got all day, and I have a husband to get home to. We have smooth landing. Or I'm assuming what we're wearing already. Smooth landing. DJ's eyes widen slightly at the sight of you. He steps in closer, resting a hand on your hip as he inspects your new clothes. Mari, you're a genius. Please. With a body like that, anything would suit her. DJ's eyes linger on your body for a moment longer, and you feel yourself grow warm when he smirks. Oh, I fully agree. Come on, I can't possibly look that good. I can be guilty of laying it on a little thick, but trust me, I wouldn't lie about this. You feel pleasantly flushed and jittery when DJ's gaze lingers, and a surge of confidence courses through you. Well, then I guess I have no choice but to trust you. You finesse your appearance in the mirrors. Amara cajoles DJ into buying something new for himself. You're only half aware of DJ's changing until he sidles up behind you in the mirror. Just like I thought, we make a gorgeous couple. You try not to stare too hard, but the top buttons of his shirt are tantalizingly undone, revealing a bit of his toned chest. Yeah, we look, pretty good. DJ laughs huskily, surprises you with a kiss to the side of your head. Your stomach swarms with butterflies. Well then, better not keep the happy couple waiting much longer. Finally, after what feels like hours, you make it to the resort. You're nervous as you step out of the car. DJ rests his hand on your shoulder, giving it a reassuring squeeze. We're gonna be fine, Lennox. All we have to do is pretend to be madly in love with each other. You say that like it's nothing. DJ's quiet for a moment before leaning in and pressing a warm, tender kiss to your lips. You feel your breath catch his kiss, knocking the sense out of you for a moment. Should be sense into you. He pulls away with a smile. It's not nothing. It's just easy when you have as much chemistry as we do. Your heart flutters when he drops a quick kiss to your cheek. I'm gonna check us in. Meet me in the lobby and Tim. You stumble into the resort in a daze. You know, it was your idea to pretend to date DJ, but he's so hot I can barely think straight. I want to rip all of his clothes off and... Lennox! You're finally here! You're snapped out of your lustful thoughts by Lucia, your childhood best friend and bride-to-be. Okay. She practically squeals as she pulls you in for a hug, then takes a step back to look you over. Hot damn, you look good. If I were a bridezilla, I'd accuse you of upstaging me. Well, then it's lucky for us both. You're not. You look amazing too, Luce. It's great to see you. I'm so happy to... I mean, you just arrived after a flight. It's not wrong to say be on land again, but get to celebrate you. We've been planning your wedding since kindergarten? More like I've been planning it, and you've been eternally patient with my BS. Maybe soon I can return the favor. You're dating that mysterious new guy, after all. You smiled broadly to mask your grimace. You knew Lucia would bring up your boyfriend sooner or later. I just hope it would be later. Yeah, the old ball and chain. He's checking us in, but he'll be back any minute. Speaking of balls and chains, where's Shannon? Should I be offended he's not part of the welcome wagon? Her smile fades a bit. She glances from side to side before muttering in a low voice. Shannon's been a little tense. His family has made him include Darian in his wedding party. Shannon's half-brother Darian? Do they hate each other? Oh, yeah, I still haven't even met Darian, and trust me, I've asked. DJ D. Darian's his name. Okay, got it. You heave a sigh, stunned by Lucia's admission. When you and Shannon were together, Darian was a sore subject. I need deeds. If Darian's as bad as Shannon makes him out to be, then we might be doing a lot of damage control. That's not for you to worry about, babes. I just want you to kick back, relax, and enjoy your new love. I really wish you'd indulge me. The welcome party isn't for a few hours. There's plenty of time to catch up. Talking about my relationship might not be such a bad idea. I could sell my ruse as the real deal. Sure. By the way, by doing this diamond option, it enables you to, I don't know, sell your ruse. I don't know, it's some point system. Don't at me. That's what they said. Honestly, I'd love to unwind a little before the party starts. Yay! There's a little bar in the main lobby. We can hang out there while we wait for our men. This leads you to a cozy bar tucked away from the main lobby. You settle into a booth and sigh with relief. I was sitting in a plane for 14 hours. So exhausting. You take a deep sip of your drink, and Lucia eyes you with a mischievous expression, swirling her wine glass. So, that's all you did, and sit, you're telling me, you and your mysterious guy didn't get frisky in first class? We prefer not to kiss and tell. Oh, it's not like you to be discreet, Lennox. Should I be worried? I might not be a classy gal, but my better half is. I'm just trying to respect his wishes. Besides, I'm sure Shannon wouldn't want you dishing your dirty details to me. She laughs brightly, but doesn't quite meet her eyes. The mention of Shannon seems to have brought her down. Interesting. It's so weird. He was so excited on the flight here, and in all that led up to this week. His family's such a sore subject for him. The stress got him to him faster than I expected. I'm sure Shannon will mellow out after the welcome party. Everything is going to go off without a hitch. You and Lucia both reflexively knock your knuckles against the wooden table, laughing as your shared superstition. You're right. Shannon's still the man I love, the man I chose. Or more specifically, the man you chose for me. I just introduced you. You can't give me credit for your whole relationship. I can give you a little credit. It was really selfish, you know, setting me up with your ex. You and Shannon are a perfect couple, and you know our breakup was amicable. Besides, I was nowhere near ready for love. You and I both know I'm a mess. Shannon needed someone focused, someone like you. You're not a mess, Lennox. You're a free spirit. Love that about you. I love you too, Lucy, and I really am so happy for you and Shannon. Back at you, babe. Now, are you going to indulge my curiosity a little before I meet your new guy? You hesitate, pretending to be coy. The truth is, you don't really know much about DJ. But what can you tell Lucy about him? His name is DJ. I'm not sure if I ever told you that. He's an entrepreneur with his own business. Oh, another business guy. I thought there was something you and Shannon didn't click on. It's different with DJ. He supports the arts, specifically musicians. Lucy seems excited by that, and you're not surprised. After all, she owns her own gallery. Art is kind of her thing. And I'm sure he and I will have a lot to talk about. And I don't really care what he does. I care what he's like. What you like about him. He got frisky in first-class bathroom. That's what she likes about him. That's easy. I like his gorgeous smile, amazing body, his sarcastic humor. I'm gonna go with humor. Not a lot of people seem to have that anymore. Seriously, the first time we met, he had me rolling my eyes and laughing all night. I'm sure he'll tone it down to be respectful, but I still hope you get to see that side of him. Oh, me too! Just because my wedding is a classic event doesn't mean we can't have fun. Her expression turns serious again. She reaches across the table to take your hand. I know I tease you sometimes, but I hope you know all I want is for you to be happy. I really hate to say this, but when you said you'd be bringing a date to my wedding, you were skeptical? Of course you were. Lucy, I haven't held down a relationship since Shannon. I don't blame you for expecting me to show up alone. Who cares if you show up alone? Seriously. Especially since I would have been shown up alone if I hadn't met DJ at the last minute. To be clear, I don't judge you for being single at all. I just know finding love is something you want. Which is why I'm so happy you have DJ. I have a good feeling about this one, Lennox. Again, both you and Lucia knock on wood, exchanging grins. Still, you can't help feeling a little guilty. She really just wants me to be happy. What would she think if she knew I was lying to her? I mean, right now you're being happy by lying. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you cover Lucy's hand with your own and give it a reassuring squeeze. I am happy, I promise, especially since my favorite person in the world is getting married. Like, Lucia this week will be the time of your life, will be as beautiful as you expect. You've put so much effort and thought into everything, but at the end of the day, all that matters is I'm marrying the man I love. I should keep that in perspective. It's nothing more than you deserve, so try not to worry about me, okay? You're the woman of the hour. Embrace it. You don't get moments like this too often in life. You raise your glass to her, and she clinks her own against yours in a toast. I'll try to take that to heart. She drains the last of her wine and gets up, offering you a hand. I could use some fresh air. Join me in front. You and Lucia step outside for a breather. You're basking in the Greek sun when suddenly... Lucia, we need to talk now. Flint's Shannon, your ex and Lucia's soon-to-be spouse, storms in on you. That diamond choice was super short and pointless. Babe, settle down. Lennox just got here. Is it true, Lennox? Tell me it isn't true. A hush falls over the surrounding guests. All eyes are on you thanks to Shannon's outburst. Shannon, what are you talking about? I'm talking about dating my good-for-nothing brother Linux. What are you, the CIA? What? Shannon, Darian and I are madly in love. Your blood runs cold when you see DJ sauntering over wearing a smug, satisfied smile as he crosses the veranda. Oh boy. Okay, Fabio, chill the hell out. I don't like what they did with his hair, though, I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks weird, you know, for a picture. Looks a little weird. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. Shannon glares when DJ wraps his arm around your waist. To your horror, the puzzle begins to piece itself together. I never considered the D in DJ stood for Darian. Oh my god, my fake boyfriend is Shannon's bad boy half-brother. Yeah, and... Alright, so without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out, ways to support. It would be greatly appreciated. And aside from that, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Here's a very tiny rant. Here goes! First and foremost, it looks like Chapter 2 is already up. So it is, after learning the shocking truth to your partner, it's up to you to keep your date ruse alive. So, like I said, that diamond choice that said it was going to give you, like, you know, things to keep your ruse alive and whatnot, and again, it was a very short, pointless diamond choice. Aside from that, man, I'll tell you. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, and I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. Haven't this whole, I want to say genre, but isn't this whole plot been done to death? Right? We've got Lifetime movies, we've got Hallmark movies, we've got chapters, we've got episodes, we've got choices as done already once. At least once, actually. And just this whole thing of, I don't want love, and it's also kind of weird, and I went from 8 minutes in, right, up until that moment of, I'm gonna give this book a chance. I always give every single book a chance. And she left the person that she was with because instead of talking like a reasonable adult, you know, communication, being like, you know, I think we're moving too fast, you know, again, it was stated that it had been months, right? And you know, instead of maybe communicating or being like, you know, I believe we're moving too fast, you know, keep the L word on the DL, you know, things like that. Just let's talk about this when we arrive on the plane. Anything that a rational adult would have done. I'm gonna go ahead and be irrational as all hell. And then you meet someone who's also going to be irrational as all hell, and then it'll end up being, oh, I'm in love with you, and you're in love with me, and then, it's just, Again, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.